Hey gang, today going to replace the steering damper. It goes underneath the car, and a very easy part to change. This needs to be replaced whenever you feel that your steering is getting sloppy. It's a shock absorber, and but after time, just like any other shock absorber, they go bad. And this one here is part of the steering assembly. So let's go underneath the car. I'll show exactly where it is. And for this particular model, it's a Chrysler Crossfire or any Mercedes, basically like an R170, the SLK's 320s, SLK's 32 AMGs back in the 2004 range. They'll have these as well as many other vehicles. So it's not just limited to these. In this particular case, you're going to need either a wrench, or you can use a 5/8, or you can go metric with a 16. I've got the 16s right here and a 5/8 as well, because I don't have a 16 in the wrench. So let's go underneath the car. I'll set you up and I'll show you exactly where it's located. Hey, we take a look at the front here. There's the driver's side wheel. We move backwards a little bit. Here's your transmission right there, and between the transmission and the oil pan, which is located right here, you have this piece right here. So I'm seeing we're not getting a good focus, but there we go. There it is right there. All it is just a bar, a shock, that is mounted here and over here. This one here is just the bolt that goes in and locks into the front control arm. So there's no nut, it's just the bolt. On this side here, closer to the tire, or on the driver's side, you have the bolt and the nut. The nut is right there. So all we need to do is remove this guy, and then we'll be able to remove the damper and replace it with the new one. The nut is right here. And I'm just going to grab the impact, because this is old and probably rusted right in there. There we go. That wasn't too bad. And just remove the nut itself. And you may have to tap this guy out. Oh yeah. There we go. There it is. And what we're going to do now is move positions. And I'll do that without making a mess here. Okay. And I made a mess. Okay, so this guy is located right here. So we'll do the same thing too here. There we go. And now we just pop this guy right out. Okay, now to pop it out, let's go back to this side. Okay, remove the nut and the bolt combination on the driver's side. Move over to the passenger side. There's the bolt. Just take that guy off. And that falls right out. Perfect. And you'll see where it sits on, right there. Okay, move over to the driver's side, and here we are, back here again. And you can't pull on it. What you have to do is push it a little bit and slide it towards the front. Okay, see, there's a groove. There's a U-channel right there, and that just sits right inside, like that. And when you remove it, just wiggle it out, and there we go. Now, let's take this guy off. Okay, and this one here was sloppy, and oh my God, look at this. Well, there's a problem, as they say, right? This thing was rusted and done. No wonder it was sloppy. Okay, so the new one. The new one goes in right back the same way again. So Just fish it over your cross member bars. Go back up here, slide it in. You may have to open up those ears a little bit. Here we go. Let's try that again. Okay, there we go. So get that and find your bolt. Okay. And we're going to align that properly. There we go. Then you should have your nut somewhere, and I lost my nut. And we will find the bolt for this side. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so what you should remember is the bolts that you're going to be removing, they're two different lengths. One is shorter by about, I don't know, 2 millimeters. Yeah, about 2 millimeters, I guess. And the short one goes on the driver's side. Now, as you can see, we've got some thread lock on there. I'm just going to go from behind, up on top. Bring this guy through. Put the nut at the bottom. And then we're going to get this guy, tighten it up just a wee bit, because you still have to install the other side, right? So you don't want to be installing this side too tight, and then all of a sudden you can't bend the in the other position. So I got this on tight. Yeah, I got it on tight. There we go. All right. Okay, just snug for now. Let's go up on the other end. I'm going to add some Loctite right now. And if you notice, I'm just going to add, I don't want to get too much in there, but I'm just going to add a little dab like that. Okay, because that's where the thread is going to grab into, and that's all you need. You don't need much. So let's follow over here. Let's see if I can follow with the camera. And are we there? We're there. Okay, but you can't see the bolt. Okay, let's go over here. There it is. So I'm going to pull with my left arm the stabilizer bar. Okay, there we go. The damper, not the stabilizer bar, the damper. There we go. And then all we're going to do is find a hole blindly, lose the nut, go back in there. Okay, and as I said, find it. Bingo, we got it in. Tighten it up by hand. There we go. Nice and snug. And now we're going to go back on the other side, and we're going to do the nice and snug bit as well. Follow my fingers, follow my fingers. It's hard to be underneath here. There we go. Okay, so final tighten on this one here. There we go, nice and snug. This will take care, or should take care, of your sloppy steering. If this does not help, then you need to start looking at other things as well. Ball joints, tie rods, your control arms. But for the most part, this is an easy to do repair, and it's cheap. I can't remember how much I paid for it, but you can get these at most auto parts stores, locations, and I'll give you the link below as to where I got mine. It's a great little an easy and fun thing to do. Very satisfying because 2 little bolts, right? 2 little nuts and bolts. And once you got that, you get back in your car and you have a safe driving sensation. So get out there and go work on your car, guys. Go have fun.